This is a Sfeeha recipe. We modified how much to put in, and it's still by taste. You do whatever you have to do to get where you want it, but this is a good rough estimate. The filling, we changed that up a little bit. A cup and a half of cottage cheese, a half a cup of pine nuts. Sometimes you put more. A tablespoon and 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, and about 3/4 cup of lemon juice. A cup of sour cream, and that's all added into our meat with our onion and our parsley. So that's the filling, and if you go by taste, a little bit more lemon juice doesn't hurt. 1 quart of warm milk, 2 tablespoons of salt, 4 tablespoons of oil, 6 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 packs of yeast. We added that to our milk.
Dry yeast. Say dry yeast.
It was dry yeast. And it's fast rising yeast, and there it is in the bowl over here. That's the bowl of with the milk and everything. And this is our bowl of flour, and now we're going to mix them together. We're going to fold them together. This is 10 cups, and we're going to add another cup of flour because it's still kind of wet, and we might have to add a couple more. We don't know until we get the right consistency. She's just kneading it into it, and we're trying to get it so it's just right. Well, that's what you're going to have to figure out on your own. It has to be a little dry and staying together. So we just added one more. We'll probably have to add another one here. This is 12 cups, so it's going to be a little bit different. So everybody, you know our mixture, so we're at 12 cups right now. Now she took it out of the bowl, and she's kneading it on the table here. So
it might have been a little bit more than a quart.
And now before we put it back in the bowl, we'll Pam the bowl. Just remember to spray the top of the dough with Pam so it doesn't stick. And then she'll put a piece of saran wrap, and then we'll wrap it in a blanket and put it by something warm, a register or the stove, and keep it nice and warm so it'll start rising. Here's the bread, or the dough is rising on the oven. The edge of the oven, there's warm air coming up from the oven from it being on. You typically want to keep the temperature of the bread above 85 degrees to get it to rise. Here we are. We have 3 pounds of our ground chuck, our pine nuts that Ma's going to add. She's going to add a half a cup of pine nuts for a starter. We might add some more for taste. 1 bunch of parsley that is minced already. 1 large onion or a couple small ones. Here's our onion. That looks pretty good. Then we're going to take our sour cream and our cottage cheese. We're going to add a cup of sour cream in there and a cup and a half to 2 cups of cottage cheese. And that's our mixture. Salt, pepper, and lemon juice to get our flavor. Here we are. Our meat is all mixed together with cottage cheese, sour cream, parsley, onion, and the meat. We added 1 tablespoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of pepper, and a half a cup of lemon juice to our meat, and that's our mix. Okay, this is the dough after it's risen. Looks really good. It's right up to the top, nice and warm, and we're start cutting it out to roll everything out. You just cut it off like that. A little bit, make it into a soft ball. Make sure your hands have a little flour. Perfect. Okay, rolling it out. Keep on until you get it right thickness and cut it out with.
We'll try that. Anyway.
This bowl. This is where we are start. Otherwise, it could be a little bit bigger probably, but not bad. You roll them out and then go from there. She has about underneath the blanket, keep them warm. There's about 4 of them softball size there, and she rolls them out, and then I'm going to start filling them. Okay, here they're rolled out, and Ma's going to put some meat in them. She's going to put meat in there. Okay, now she's going to fold it up for you. Okay, that's good. Fold one up. All right. Pinch it. Bring the ends up. Pinch them. this one. She said you can't have them so they fall apart, so you just pinch it, just pull them. You don't have to be delicate with them. They go pretty good. Pull up the tail end.
Should have them thinner.
A little bit, not bad though. So that's what they should look like. Those are the ones I did, and these are the ones that Ma did.
They're both the same.
So they look good. Here, now what I do is finish them off. Here we are. We just took them out of the oven. It's approximately 10-11 minutes it's been taking. You wait till the bottoms are nice and golden brown like that. They're just perfect. Take them off. Put them on the cooling sheets like this. And then we go from there, and then we kind of let them cool down and ready to eat. We were just talking about Ma said, and Grandma used to put allspice in hers sometimes too.